YouTube, Redneck Hobbies here. Wanted to talk a little bit about street performing and my table I use. In case you didn't know, street performing is the oldest form of theater, and also known as busking, which translates to like basking or performing out in the sun. But the reason I do it is it's a way to hone your skills in an unusual setting where people don't care about you, and it forces you to be good. It enables you to make money if they only really truly like you and they're not just trying to pay your bill or something like that, because sometimes you do a show and people, I was supposed to pay him, so it was a bad show, but I'll pay him anyway. No, you know you're good if you make money street performing. And I was in Florida. Sadly, I didn't have my table that you see here because it was an issue to get it on the plane. And I won't go into that. But when I was out there, I found that I wasn't as good without my table. It affected my character. And it shows that you're not just a guy begging for stuff. It's kind of a magician's look, I guess, to have one. And so I've known it to have an issue though with the legs I had on it before. I was working on the table legs. I was short one PVC pipe on the back, so I got a rock on this video here, but I'll get more PVC later. And I just attached it with some 45 elbows, and it has a little bit of bounce. I think I'm just gonna add a tripod with a mount on the inside. And the goal of my table was to be able to carry things inside with more room than the suitcase tables have. It's a tripoded suitcase, usually with compartments for smaller objects. This enables me to carry more. And I can hang my sign on this, so it looks less like a garbage can. Yes, it's a garbage can, but I needed something lightweight of a certain size. And that's what I found without a craftsman to build me a box. But I can put my table over top. It's magnetic and it folds. I love it. I've used it a lot. Just got to work out the transportation with it. And these legs, if I don't put a tripod on it, I'll just bend the PVC a little bit down so it's not as wide. Sometimes those open mics are tight spaces. But I had a permit to perform in Chicago, and it was a commute to go out there, so I didn't perform out there much. I learned some stuff. Sound is definitely an issue because it's a big area, and I will be getting a mic for my next show in July. But some guys, when they don't have a big city nearby, they'll just perform for traffic, even though it's like not a lot of foot traffic. Well, actually, it's cars. You don't get like a big crowd. Big crowds are more money. And so you don't make as much, but I have them until their light turns green, and I actually did better than I thought. And it certainly helped teach me to think different, have different material, and present myself in a way I wouldn't. Like you could not speak because, they're in their cars. What are they going to hear? Unless they roll their window down. And so, I made money, but there's a video I made about that. I just didn't talk much about the thing itself, I guess. It's not that I choose to perform for traffic, but I certainly would choose to street perform because of the things it teaches me. And I'm looking into doing courtyards at universities. I just gotta get the confidence to approach them when this coronavirus thing is over. I realized I'll shoot it as that I want to just be in the courtyard maybe one day a week for so many hours. And just see how I do, if they enable me to do tips or anything. And in regards to doing shows, there's some stuff I'm doing for something that's coming up. I'm not even going into, but also I need to do my card tricks better, that's for sure. I do magic with some balls where they vanish and reappear, stuff like that. And I haven't really done them in a while, but it has a benefit because it's very visual. And I mean, it's just, I like, they call it manipulation, where you just have something do all kinds of cool stuff within your hands. It's called manipulation, and I like that stuff. It's visual. I don't need words. It speaks for itself. And I've also been working on stuff for video that I wouldn't necessarily use doing performances unless I was doing tables at like a quinceañera party I did a few years ago. I could probably try to start doing more of those. But it takes different things you do, and I'll try and put some of that on videos. But thank you for watching.